Immortal 3, you almost know how to play perfect, then you don't. Yeah, it's so true. Immortal 3s, oh my God. Everyone can relate to this. You guys know when you're playing chess and you hang your queen, but before you played the move, this move looked so good to you. And the moment after you play the move, you're like, that was the dumbest thing I could have done. What the hell? They take your queen and you just like, oh, okay, next chess game. This is like, Immortal 3's experience this so much. You experience this so much because the moment you push out A, you're like, oh wait, shit, do they have an op? Or like, oh wait, can they nade? It's like, you know, but you just know just a little too late.
Did you know only 420% of the people who watch my videos could actually receive free VOD reviews?
Really?
It's true!
Even me?
Absolutely!
Wow! I'm going to join the Discord to learn how. Then show up to a VOD review stream to get some of that potassium wisdom. No scope, right to my brain.
And that's not all. I'm also offering free Valorant gift cards to anyone who makes successful improvement based on my coaching, made possible by the support of the Generous Knowers Guild on Discord.
So what are you waiting for? Hit us up!
And enjoy the video.
There's nobody there, nobody peeking. I'm gonna flash it.
Go B, maybe?
Yeah, we could be.
Just right out, just don't go.
I can flash site. Flashing 3, 2.
Free. Okay, wait. Oops. So you've got Fielder's choice for where to plant here right now, and I'm not sure. I'm checking the stats. Okay, you're chilling. Your plant is statistically a bit better. I forgot which one was better, so I wanted to check. Good to go, sir. Continue planting here.
Oh, what is BNT spawn?
It's not planted for you guys.
You thought about planting for tree? Well, now consider yourself taught to fish. This is vstats.gg. Unfortunately, this doesn't take into account the risk involved in getting a certain bomb down. But if you have a choice, this site can easily tell you which one's better. Like some of them are obvious. Like, of course, the mound plant will win more often. But this one, as you saw, we weren't sure if the tree plant was better because they're both really good. And now we are sure. So if you've ever been confused about where to plant, specifically if you want to maximize your win rate. So for example, if you can surely plant on B as bind, planting in front here is 3% better. Or planting on A, where would you rather plant on A, triple or front truck? Well, I can tell you, front truck. So in the event that you aren't concerned about ever dying while planting, like you definitely have full sight and you just want to know where to plant, this website's really useful. Because sometimes it gets really close between a couple options. Okay, back to the VOD. Gasly, you shouldn't print pictures. You should really try to understand what makes the plant better. And just remember those concepts. So on split, the main concept is if the bomb is planted for heaven, you have a big advantage. And sure enough, you can see the two strongest plants are the ones that have contact with heaven. It's better if you can reason about why the plant is better. So here, plant 1 is better because you can play post plant in this region, which appears to be more flexible than playing in tree. I would guess probably because you can fall back. And also, if you have stairs control, it could be useful. You link the website, it's right here, vstats.gg. You can also sort that by rank.
I think both.
All main, both main.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, perfect round.
Nice, good job.
Okay, we'll take the sheriff.
Nice.
You play a great round, great flash, great kills, great trade, and then there's a sheriff on the ground and you're like, no thanks. What do you mean?
They forgot.
I already have more kills than I did last round. Let's go.
Or Sheriff. That could be useful on round 3.
Let's take A again.
True, it was an Ion Sheriff too. Yeah, I like hitting A. I would just watch out there on eco. They might seize nade and you'd be crying in the club.
Can you flash? One backside.
Plan.
Yep.
Info.
Unknown.
And B.
Okay, this is crazy. So I don't agree with this plant. I'm down to plant. But right now I'm sure you realize you're just open to this guy. And if they peek from drop, the Yoru doesn't see them. Like if they peek you tight, they only see you. And you die for free if they have a sheriff and they one tap you. So yeah, just be mindful of this. Like if you're frequently carrying the bomb, which does happen as a controller player, planting and praying is not a viable strategy when the timer is very high. So when you got lots of time, you almost never want to plant and pray. Unless you're already like at a disadvantage in the round. But here we're at an advantage. Oh yeah, look at that. They literally peeked you and almost killed you.
One enemy
Yup.
remaining.
Nice.
Cutting through.
Last.
Heaven.
Nice.
Alright, I think we ended up getting a sheriff from them, so we're chilling.
That's
Let's go see this round. We have close range weapons.
Or not?
Give me sheriff, maybe.
Oh yeah.
I have frenzy. That's all good. Jet, you're gonna dash onto side. I'm gonna flash like this.
Okay, okay, I will dash side.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I get you don't want to go A. But I think right now you're sort of autopiloting the shot call and you're thinking of all of your Lotus games. And across all of your Lotus games, it generally makes more sense to go C. Because you got closer range guns and you don't want to take these long range A fights against the teams that fight really hard for A. But these guys don't fight hard for A. You know what I'm saying? These guys are kind of passive. I think if you smoke this off, A looks really tempting because if you get into tree, your guns are fine. You know, you smoke off drop, flash sight. So just something to keep in mind. I don't disagree with the C call. It makes a lot of sense, but I think we would have called differently this game. I'm probably running A again, personally. I don't think either of us is objectively right.
Close. Oh, never mind. I'm smoking. Flashing.
Stay core.
3, 2, 1.
Flashing away.
I mean, you get C for free too. Holy shit.
Okay, behind.
One more, one more.
Oh.
Okay, behind.
One more, one more. 104.
That dude's different.
One CT out. Nice try.
How'd that guy get there? Your own jet smoke. Oh no, it's their jet smoke. Okay, okay, okay. No, this was pretty intuitive. I thought it was like I was wondering how this got blocked off, but now it's very clear they're coming out. Yeah, so this is actually really awkward. Let me open Valor Plant, which is why you're slow. You're slow because you have really good intuition because you're really high elo. And you're hesitant to push up here because you know it exposes you to this, this, and this. And so it's really scary. That's what makes us slow here. You sort of have to gamble, or you need to chill. You need to chill back here with the jet. Like tell her to relax. What I like to do is actually I'll give them some of the site control in these types of scenarios, and I'll throw like you're on eco round, keep that in mind. I'll throw like a smoke like this, and I'll have Jet like play in the smoke, or maybe I'll play in the smoke if I don't have the bomb. And this smoke can make it more comfortable to walk up this way, because the only threat really now is waterfall, and you can fight for it, and you're more likely to get the bomb down. Keep in mind that this smoke is not good. Like if you're all on Vandal buy, this smoke is probably bad, and it's almost certainly better to just smoke back here because you need more site control. But with like Spectres, I think the Zane factor of such a goofy smoke is really plays into our favor. I think it's mostly like eco rounds. You throw more stupid utility just because it creates more opportunities for mistakes to happen. You sort of want accidents to happen. You know what I'm talking about? When you're on eco round. So I think just throwing really dumb smokes can yield that. Like, it's not out of the question that a high-rated controller main might smoke up on this box and TP into it, for example, in a round like this. And that type of play is something that you really only see Radiant controller mains do. Like, they just do really dumb stuff with their abilities, specifically in the eco rounds. I'm going to boot up the game. With the judge, yeah, like really dumb stuff just on the eco rounds, and it really makes it hard to play against you as a player because the enemy team's not going to notice the pattern in the moment that, oh, he's only crazy dumb on the ecos. It's going to be like, this Omen is insane. He's got like a screw loose. I'd actually recommend Curry is really good at this. Curry's not even a controller main, but if you go watch his controller, like he did the controller to Radiant, like go watch his Immortal 3 games when he's playing Omen. And he does this really well. He just throws util. And
who will they cry for?
He's just a menace.
Once they know they're going to die. My ultimate is ready.
You failed your TP so much you're afraid now? Well, that's the best part. This eco round, okay? Every eco round, I want you to say to yourself, we lost this round already. It doesn't matter if we get nothing this round. Okay? And then just go for it, man. Just be dumb. And now you like this is I'm so down for that. I'm also so down for this. I'm so down for a lot of shit. I don't know. This is probably just really bad. I'm down for you to just throw the util though and like try to create noise. Just remember, eco rounds are already lost. Okay? We've already lost this round. The worst that can happen is nothing. It's a lost round. You're just trying to do damage. And you know what does damage? Dumb shit. Dumb shit does damage. Like right now, if you TP'd CT, you might just win the round. Who knows? Maybe it's empty. It's a gamble, but that's fine. It's eco. We already lost this round.
One more. 104. Nice.
A, B, C, I don't know.
Yeah, let's go.
And now we're back to playing normal.
Keep going, A.
Back to playing normal.
Flash for my in.
I'm smoking D.
I like that we've come back A. A feels really natural against this team. Yeah, they fold so hard. Look at this. They just give you all of front sight.
One flanking.
And then you get to flash into tree. You're not even doing because they don't even fight for tree. I can't blame you. Oh, that's free. Okay, you're trolling. You are actually trolling. Just flash her. Just flash her. Don't worry about hitting the Yoru. Just flash that guy. I'm not even sure if it hits the Yoru interaction wise. I think it does. I think if you flash your ulted Yoru, it does blind him. No, it doesn't? That's even better. We're testing because chat has lied to me before. And I don't know objectively. Lily, can you please pick Omen?
I'll fight anybody. I'll fight everybody.
You play Yoru? Yeah, and all those people played Killjoy and they insisted that it did bonus damage on headshots with the turret. And they were all wrong. Lily picked Sky.
Five enemies.
Lily, you gotta
Five
switch
for
to...
None for anyone
You gotta
else.
switch to
My ult's ready.
Omen. Omen, please. She'll figure it out. She'll figure it out, chat. Yeah.
30 seconds left.
Never show weakness. I got the spike.
Swap team. Okay. Just flash me when I... Oh.
I'll handle this. My ult's ready.
Ooh. Now that's tech.
I'm back.
Now we know. Thank you, Lily. Lily, can you switch to Reyna? And I want you on the enemy team throwing that same flash, like right up here.
Here.
30 seconds left.
Pick something nice to kill
Just
them
throw a
with.
flash right in front of you.
I'll handle this. My ult's ready.
What? Okay, so people in chat who said he's not affected by near sights, you're wrong. You're wrong. Okay? You have a incorrect understanding of Yoru Ultimate. However, Omen Blind does not affect him. This enemy Omen flash hit him. Oh shit. I'm sorry, Lily. That's a good question.
I'll fight anybody. I'll fight everybody.
The Omen, please, Lily. Thank you. And now I need you to flash me as the enemy Omen. Because we're not sure if that works or not. And it's really important that we do know in this case. Omen blinds on contact. Reyna doesn't. You can't be contacted while in your
Should I
role.
shoot them
That
in
may
the
be
face
correct.
Or stab them in the back. I'll decide later. My ult's
I'm coming to you, Lily. Where'd Lily go? Okay.
I'll handle this. My ult's ready.
Look at that. That seems to be correct.
I'm back. You died last.
Sit.
Good job.
Okay. Thank you, Lily. You're free to leave the custom. I'm going to stay in the custom.
Good.
30 seconds left.
Focus. My burden never ends.
Okay. So, yes, in fact, we actually could have just flashed. Now, in your defense, though, if you told me, oh, but Woohoojin, I was expecting Breach to just stun, fair play. Breach should just stun. But it looks like Flash would have been optimal here. It's a free kill. Now, I would argue that even if it blinded Yoru, flashing here is better. Okay. So, okay, perfect. You didn't expect Breach to help. Perfect. So I'd argue even if it blinds Yoru, the flash is incredibly good because Jet, at the very least, can follow up with a dash. It puts a ton of pressure on this guy. That's really tough. And then you didn't even... Oh, man, yeah.
Last player.
All good. All good. All good. 27 Faith, thank you for the prime. Oh, that's tough. Bro, they just give you A. I am like so down for that.
Does I can use your turret behind.
Let's go B, no?
Okay. So right after this kill, I'm pausing. We're going to give you a chance to be Gigahead. You got Yoru TP. You have Omen ult. And that was their flanker. Usually when somebody's flanked out C like this, you can place all of them on the minimap. It usually forms this type of arc. Okay. So just remember, it's like an arc. There's almost 0% chance somebody's on C right now because it would form like this weird, like huge crest. It doesn't happen like this. Imagine the enemy formation is like a string and it has a maximum length of arbitrarily 5 Woohoojin units. And 5 Woohoojin units is roughly this long. So when somebody's flanked out that far, then their string can't stretch this long, if that makes sense. This is a really dumb mental model, but just to like visualize a string and understand it can't be too long. There can't be like, there's a certain maximum average distance between enemy agents that you can sort of assume to be true. Euclidean distance. And
Nice, let's go see, let's go see, let's go see.
yeah, exactly. Let's go see. I would just ult.
One more behind.
One more flanker. That's
Yeah,
tough.
Let's get him.
But the C's definitely open. So right now, this guy killed your Yoru. These dudes are saying they're leaving A. Put yourself in their shoes. Okay. I would have Jet and Breach look to take on this Gecko, but I would start shifting back. Solo queue is really predictable. The enemies react in predictable ways to outcomes like this. So I would have Jet and Breach go try to deal with Gecko. But if I were you, I'm going to try and shift A. As you see, Fade just eyed to check if you were doing that. Saw nothing. I don't think she revealed Killjoy, and now she's leaving.
One behind from B.
Yeah. This guy's pushing out here. Now imagine if you were in this region right now. This would be really good for us.
He's on side. Gecko's on side.
Yeah, there we go. We kill A player. And so the rest are like this. I guess Fade is probably here. The enemy Omen was deep on the anchor, I'm not gonna lie. Nice shot.
I'm gonna go A.
Yeah.
Nice.
30 seconds left.
So the door's broken. So yeah. Damn, Fade has a read on your ass. I was about to say, she can route back to A, and your Killjoy killed them on A. Oh, Killjoy cleared site. I think she did. I think Fade is walking back, and unfortunately, they don't see each other. She also could have come this way. She might have had time.
I'm gonna go A. Nice.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, your Killjoy is literally just on B. What did we miss?
One behind from B.
He's on side. Gecko's on side.
Behind one. He's half.
Okay. I think so. This dude should be talking right now. I give them an F. I think the easiest fix here is you should ask them, because they're the Zelnaga Tower, as they say in StarCraft. They've got knowledge. They might have audio. You'd be like, "Do you hear anything, A? Or is A clear?" like just a little bit of due diligence because you got time. They gecko mollied main.
I'm gonna go A.
This is unlucky though. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't be surprised if you still convert. Oh, this is actually tough.
Let's go A.
On my way.
Знаю, как каждый раз 24 минуты нажимаешь кнопку микрофона.
Okay. Finally, we get sucked mollied. So I'm fine with you coming out to TP across because in case you didn't know, even if you get seized by Fade, Omen can TP out of it. You got 4 Russians. Yeah, I'm just ignoring that. I feel like these heckin' clowns though should you should be giving like wait 2 seconds. Did we just lose a round for free because of this? Yeah. So you really want to eliminate or try to eliminate shit like this from your game. Like everyone's been there. You started a round on bind. You're gonna hit A. Everything's perfect. And then you get seasonated and you're like, why didn't I just wait 2 seconds to see if they do that first? Oh, you died and you don't know what happened? Yeah.
Bro, how am I woofing that? How am I woofing that?
Yeah, I got you. He's B-Link, no? So you're right next to the corner? I'll show you. Let's see. How can I... this gun is you.
Here.
There you are. This guy sees you. He comes out here and he just sprays your ass down. And yeah, the corner's made of paper. It's because you're like doing this. You got to be like up against this corner the whole time, but you moved out a little bit. Swung right when I got Omen smoked. Yeah. This guy happened to be peeking here. You see, he's got little bro or wingman coming out, and he's peeking with wingman. You'll see.
Woofing that.
There's wingman. He's peeking with it. And right here, you open your smoke UI, but you'll see as you open your smoke UI, you're actually moving to your left. You're walking this way right now. Tough. And so as you open your smoke UI, you're getting exposed to Gecko, who's peeking with wingman. And your buddy's in a smoke.
What?
Yep, there he is.
Oh, we don't have money.
He's scrubbing frame by frame on YouTube. I'm pretty sure you could Google that. Let's check. YouTube scrub frame by frame. I'll use your exact wording. First response on Google. I'm sorry, sir. I will see you in 10 minutes. Back to the VOD.
Бля, какая же ты собака ебаная. Я тебе еблище бы разнес, нахуй, просто с удовольствием.
Yeah, that was a free round we just gave them.
Because they can buy.
Go be fast.
Yeah,
Cover going out.
I'm stunned.
Cover going out.
Let's go see, no? Oh, never mind.
Time to jump.
Hell yeah. It's eco anyways. Hell yeah. Tough. So I love this. I would have just placed like the smokes a bit differently. Remember, it's eco, okay? Economic disadvantage would just be a little weird. Like, what happens if you put the smoke out?
Going out. Shadows traveling.
What happens if you do this? Is this better? Maybe on eco. I'm down. It's probably even better if you leave, if you want to be super precise. I'm just seeing the patterns right now. I think you'd want to leave a lip.
Shadows traveling.
You'd actually want to TP outside of the smoke and walk into it. in case they're in it holding for you. So of course your other smoke would be here. You TP here and then come in. I think. Ooh, wait. We're gonna cook right now. We're cooking. I think if you put it on the edge and you TP here. Oh shit! This is sick. And then you can come into the smoke this way, and you're safe. Notice you're not exposed to a link. So if you smoke on the edge here, so you're still smoking on B.
Cover going out.
And you smoke off, of course, ceiling. Then you can flash here to make them fall back. And you TP onto this edge and you're super safe. And you come in this way. We've just invented a hit. That's I can take credit for that one. That's the huge hit. So shit like that. I want that on eco rounds because that's almost too risky to go for with a Vandal, you know? But I am like super down to do it here.
Let's go see, no? Oh, never mind.
Thank you, Levi, when you get an ace off that. Yo, at me in the Discord if you get that clip. And the way I came up with that plan, in case you guys are curious, Omen mains will probably know. On Ascent, there's a similar play where you can throw the smoke outside of market in here, and you'll flash like here, and then you could TP onto this edge and then walk in and fight for market. It's exactly like this, which is why that's how I came up with the idea. So it's like pattern recognition almost. Okay, I like this round. Could have been better, but I like the idea.
Play default. Okay, just play
It's
your
not
game.
okay. He died. It's a real to play.
Okay, I am going to do the world's biggest shout out. I don't like this guy in terms of I was friends with him. I asked him not to smurf. He like acted like he wouldn't. We did a collab and then he started smurfing for content again. However, if you're specifically lacking big brain Omen plays, this guy's the literal GOAT. The literal GOAT. It does not get better than this guy. If you want crazy big brain solo queue Omen plays, you should watch him. Like, take his plays and use them in your solo queue executes. He's doing in his intros. I'm not surprised. He's one of the people who coached me. But yeah, it felt really bad. Like, I wanted to collab with him. We wanted to do double controller to Radiant on NA together. We even did a video. We duoed. It was super fun. And I asked the dude not to do his Stinger to Radiant starting in Bronze. I'm like, can you just use one of your alts that's already high-elo? And he was like, I'll think about it. And then he just started playing in Bronze the next day. And it's like, man. How much difference between this guy and someone like Flex Ninja? 5 billion%. Flex Ninja is great at the game, but Flex Ninja is highly rated because he's like mechanically proficient and is confident. Charlatan is highly rated because he's an Omen genius. The dude is not mechanically talented, and yet he's consistently top 100. Charlatan's like incredibly good at Omen. Probably better than I'll ever be at the agent.
One enemy remaining.
I'm invested in this clutch. Oh, tough.
I'm gonna one-way this.
Here.
Exit.
Yeah, I think we kind of dropped the ball this game. I feel like A is their weak point.
Nice. Let's go.
Okay, their gecko's trolling.
I'm seeing.
Yep.
Ой, sorry.
Actually, no.
Placing swarm
У
grenade.
нас
Spike planted.
Yeah, so the point of that one way is if you think they're opping, I don't know if you check the economy, but you'd essentially like get to take this space for more free. I don't even know how to throw it. There we go. Because if they're opping, they feel really awkward about this one way and they've got to come out. And even if they post up here now, notice this is a threat. So they're going to feel obligated to come all the way over here. And this is really far from cover. This is pre-fireable. It's tough for them to deal with. You can even TP across this way now. You can TP here because they won't be there because they're one weight off. And you can peek them this way. Does that make sense? So if you think they're opping, you can throw this one way.
Cover going out.
You can TP over here now. This is safe. This is safe ground because they're not going to be here. They just won't. It doesn't make sense. This is like way too nerve-wracking, as you can see. And then you can peek them this way, and it's really tough for them. So understanding the perspective of your enemy is really important. So like, if you're saying, oh, what's the one way? Like, what are all the benefits of it? Throw it in a custom and stand there. Pretend you're the opper. And go, where would you go? Well, you wouldn't come here because two sides of the mound. You'd come across. You'd be right here, which leaves this opening for your TP. Even though, yeah, your TP is exposed to this angle, they're not going to be here because look what they see here. This is insane. Nobody would op here. And these types of reads, you can become really consistent in high Immortal Radiant because people will think very logically. The opera is not going to play here because it's bad. They're going to come across. Yo, thank you for the $1. 10 Sam Desi. Hey, I'm new here. How you doing? Just tried this up, but Twitch just took my money and left me with an error. Jeff Bezos, man. I'll take it up with him personally. Thank you for the $1.
Annihilated.
Yeah, and if we look at the Gecko kill, I wouldn't be surprised. Jack killed him so fast, but he's probably moving. Yeah, it's too hard to tell, unfortunately. He's almost certainly trying to get across to that angle.
I'm seeing.
I think the opera's crying and falling back with it. Why would they ever push him down like that? Like a chamber or a jet is almost certainly going to come across here and like prime dash or plan to TP waterfall. But the thing is, while they're scoped, they don't even see this angle. You see? So if you TP'd across and peeked on this side, you probably kill them for free. So this is actually a really good play against the op. Because the opera is almost certainly not used to like that one way and then the Omen TPing over here and just peeking them this way. So that's probably a free kill against an Immortal chat. I wouldn't be too sure against like a Radiant chat, but it's worth trying. I'm not gonna lie.
Ой, sorry.
It looks really strong. A Felicia, thank you for the 3-month prime.
Placing swarm
У
grenade.
нас
Never mind, you said C. My bad. Deep.
Here.
Oh, never mind, you said C. My bad. I'm gonna flash like this.
Ouch. Yeah, this is like, I feel this because I'm playing in this MMR range now myself because I suck at Initiator. I'm actually terrible. I'm getting really good at it though, really fast. I'm not gonna lie, but I feel you because I'm playing in these like Immortal 3 lobbies. And my God, you're so close to being really good at the game. But why are we dry peeking C when they've got operator money? You know, it's just, why are we doing that? Why are we rushing out A without waiting to check if they seize Molly?
My ultimate is ready.
Why is she
Yeah, yeah,
peeking out mound in a 3v5
I have the
with her op? It's like you know not to do these things, but the discipline is really hard. Lucky, thank you for the prime. Carl was taken, thank you for the prime. Appreciate both of you. All right, if I recall correctly, Omen is like a Giga A anchor. So
Where?
Just TP City. I don't know.
that peak was, I'm going to give you like a pretty low mark for that.
I don't know.
Specifically, let's
Three
pretend
TP
Omen is holding
95.
this line right here.
Where?
Just TP City.
You just peeked him, your crosshair's a bit off. I'm going to dock points.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna smoke city.
It's going to make you mad. What am I right? Is Omen A anchor? You die to him?
Last player standing. Last player standing. Spike down A.
Yeah.
30 seconds left.
Omen was indeed the A anchor. Immortal 3, you almost know how to play perfect, then you don't. Yeah, it's so true. Immortal 3s, oh my god. Everyone can relate to this. You guys know when you're playing chess and you hang your queen, but before you played the move, this move looked so good to you. And the moment after you play the move, you're like, that was the dumbest thing I could have done. What the hell? They take your queen and you just like, oh, okay, next chess game. This is like, Immortal 3's experience this so much. You experience this so much because the moment you push out A, you're like, oh wait, shit, do they have an op? Or like, oh wait, can they nade? It's like, you know, but you just know just a little too late. It's a tough life. It's a tough life because it's all these little things that is really hard to get one step ahead. Like remembering the op. Remembering Omen's the A anchor, dying to that. And this is why I like establishing routine. You can try this. So the JPC sheet, we're establishing a pre-round routine. And in chess, this is actually similar. I've worked with multiple grandmasters who've coached me in chess. And they try to teach you, they tell you to avoid short games and play longer games. And essentially, they'll give you like a checklist. You're not allowed to play a move until you go through the whole checklist. What's the checklist? Well, first you've got to look for like all checks, all threats. You've got to think about what your opponent's intent was behind their last move. Then you've got to consider like 3 candidate moves. And then you have to actually think through each candidate move. And this like establishing this checklist eventually gets your brain to a point in longer time controls. I still suck at short time controls for obvious reasons, where you'll never play a move like this again. You like essentially establish a way of playing that removes any odds of you hanging your queen. Now, unfortunately, Valorant doesn't have a mode where the pre-rounds are 7 minutes long, so you can really think. It doesn't have those. But if you establish a routine like this, eventually it gets a point where you don't have to think about it. I can attest where if I'm in full sweat mode, I'm not going to dry peek an op. It's pretty much not going to happen. At the very least, I will jump spot it or I will use util because I will be aware that the op is in play and I'll respect it to some degree. And that's because I've established something like this for myself. And I'm very used to checking the economy in the pre-round and just looking for ops. I look at ult orbs. I check teammate positioning. So because I've established that routine for myself, my autopilot would even catch this and I would comment. Now, that doesn't mean my teammates won't die to it. They totally will a lot of the time. But this is definitely lacking. We should have noticed. Like, when do we check economy? The answer is we don't. As I'm pretty sure you don't check it. I think you tap tab at one point. But do you see? We're missing this very important part of our pre-round.
We can go see with my ult again.
Yep.
If you're trying to be one of the 500 highest rated players on the server, this is just inexcusable, you know? I'm not saying everybody does this in Radiant. Sure, there's plenty of Radiants who don't check the economy and they're lazy as hell, but you need to like earn that right, you know? Like, there it is. And then you would see this. And then, my God, are they opping?
I'm smoking deep.
Here.
At Woohoojin, Tens just did the Omen play you talked about on Lotus right now. Can you clip that, Sacred Sam?
TP.
Gonna smoke.
Spike down A.
Like, you're just telling me. What am I supposed to do with that?
30 seconds left.
Why would you tell me that with no clip? What do you want me to do? I want to see it. That's like saying, Woohoojin, you will not believe what I just saw. I just saw Tens hit an ace using your crosshair. I'm like, oh, can I see? No. What? What the hell? You're going to make me hunt for it? If I find it, I'm timing you out. Deal? Okay. What round? Huh? I mean, there's the one way, but
That's fine. We can. Yep.
where is it? Chat just now realizing you can scrub through current stream VODs. Whoa. Where is it? I'm seeing him throw the one way, but I specifically was talking about a TP. Sam, what are you talking about? You made me look.
Back. They Turning one smoke.
Yeah.
TP left side mound to peek out box. When?
Wanna hold this?
Fine.
Popping C.
Yeah, just those.
Oh, right here. He missed the TP. Wait, no, this isn't the round because you said he did it to peek left side box.
That's fine. I'll lurk.
That's not what we did here at all.
Can we? Some one way. Yeah, that's fine.
Maybe here. Ooh, he TP's across there. Yeah, he was gonna do it, but his team already no, that counts. That counts. That actually is better, and I'm dumb. My goodness. Yeah, because if you TP here, then you can just walk out the way that I was talking, and it probably makes less audio. Yeah. Honestly, I think Tens could do it even better. Like if you're an Omen main, you throw that smoke and you do TP this way, and it probably doesn't make audio. It doesn't make audio, and then you can shift walk up, and the opper is not aware of you at all. It's probably even better. Okay.
Yep.
All right, so they're opping.
2-3 again. I'm gonna go aggressive.
So what's the play?
Yeah.
Very fast. Jet, can you drop?
I need this.
Reloading.
Thank you.
Okay. I have a secret for you, chat. I actually have a VOD of me tryharding on controller on Lotus like a week ago and actually shot calling. And I'm going to pull that up right now. because you guys haven't seen this. This is secret. I was duo queuing with a YouTuber that I like. Oh, chat. I found it. I got the link. I did all the detective work. I found it, but it's private. Oh, tough. I'll ask him to unprivate it, and I will show up later with that. The homework for me. Okay. Because, man, that's a bummer. Because I was IGLing really hard. And I wanted you to see how that can have a huge impact on the outcome of a game like this. If we go up into my tracker, we know the date now. It was actually like the 27th. Hopefully the game is still my match history. Did this one? Yeah. So I'm even playing in like a bit lower elo because Nathan's not the highest rated player. But we actually faced X at Ashley. But God, I was super vocal. And it'd be a good reference. So I will ask him to unprivate that. That's homework for me. Back to Arvad. Unfortunate, we just went on the longest tirade of all time. Xander Zing, thank you for the 3-month prime. Milkman 221, thank you for the prime. Yeah, so like, again, we're pushing out. Just wait an extra second.
Nice.
Nice.
Can you flash?
We're gonna Mortal 1 play with the Diamond 1. At the time, Nathan was Ascendant, and he's Diamond 3 right now, no DXO. How dare you?
Okay, no.
All good.
One enemy remaining.
Nice. Yes.
Post plan's really good.
Maybe we can
You're baiting hard here? Yeah, but in a good way. Like, if that Yoru dies to heaven and you just stay there, you're probably just winning the whole round. I like that post plan a lot. You're like, the hardest job was given to you, which is being patient right there, which is exactly where I like to be in the post plant. Okay, let's examine this smoke real quick. Why the hell is it so far out? What's their money? Did we check? You piece. There's no way. There's no way you don't check their money.
Last round in the half.
Okay, thank God.
Let's go again.
Maybe I'm just take or B, take or
The dude could buy shotgun and a rotate gun.
See?
I am maybe. Let's go.
Flash out.
So I don't like reloading here. I'm down to reload, but I think I'd hop behind the mound. I'm just paranoid. And I think part of what makes a really good Valorant player is one who sees options like this.
Cover going out.
So there's no reason for you not to tuck mound while you reload here. You're not losing anything by doing that. If you reload out here, I think there's a non-zero chance this dude tries to spray you before falling back. Like, there could be a phantom in the smoke, and it doesn't hurt us in any way to just route a bit this way while we reload. Like, we're not losing any time. There's no change in the outcome of the round. So, generally I'm not a fan of being overly worried about everything at the cost of speed. But here there's no cost. There's absolutely no cost. You're just avoiding giving them a potential free kill. Like, see, you're not going faster because you hugged that wall earlier.
Yeah.
Usually take it.
So I'm not a fan of reloading while hugging the wall. Because I think that's exactly where I'd spam if I were playing Phantom in that smoke. Jesus Christ, you're alpha. Where was this all game? Okay, now that's the only thing I don't like. Give yourself that smoke. Great flash. Fabulous TP. Great double kill. Now place your smoke close so you can like play in it. Get in that thing. Playing in your smoke is like OP, but because your smoke is way over here, you can't comfortably round this corner in confidence because who knows? It could be here already. This is a really good round though. I just dislike that one smoke. Your Yoru's pushed though, it's lit.
City.
One CT.
Yeah, so you're kind of clueless after the double kill. I feel that. The best thing you can do as a controller is rewire your panic button to be throwing a smoke like on yourself. If you're, oh, I'm panicked, I just cooked and I need to do something right now, smoke yourself. Smoke yourself. It's the best thing you can do. It's like the best habit you can have, I should say. If you're in a panic scenario, you don't have like a good idea of how to use your util, just smoke yourself.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, great post play.
Nice, good job, Omen. Good round.
Thank you.
So I'd argue this should be closer to 7-5 in our favor. Because we gave them 2 free rounds. So, you know, at the least a 6-6.
And TP behind ramp.
Should my Sky panic button be? Well, okay. First of all, I'm not VOD reviewing you, and you might not necessarily need to work on having a panic button. Yes, I'm sure you get panicked and you do bad things in those scenarios, but that doesn't mean it's your biggest glaring issue that we need to focus on right now. You're a different viewer than my role. Try not to just take my role's advice and cram it into your own gameplay. But anyways, Sky is an initiator, flash initiator. She's rarely going to find herself on the edge of a chain like Jett and Omen might, which is why Jett and Omen need utility that they can use in a panic. And it's why Sky doesn't do this. Because Sky's not going to find herself in this position, a good Sky at least, because she doesn't have anything good to do here. Which is why she's not going to be here in the position. That's going to be Jett or Omen. Like Jett dashing out, Omen TPing out. Jett or Omen belong here in the position because they have this creative utility when they get caught in the open. Sky doesn't have that, so she's going to route with the team, probably flash this for her Jett or Omen to take the space and then play with the team in this type of region. So it depends. Stop trying to take Omen advice and shoehorn it into your Sky gameplay, please.
Yep. I'm gonna...
Time to jump.
Oh, he's already close. Oh.
Did we hit the edge correctly? Yeah, I think this guy's just literally him. I think you are right on the edge. Yeah. Oh, you didn't mean to TP up top? Okay, I thought you did. You gotta work on this, dude. What the hell? Omen player? You gotta know how to TP up and down. I thought you were going for a crazy gamble. I think this could be really strong if you had Raze and you had her nade Rebel. So that way they can't come across here while you do this.
Oh, he's already close.
I didn't even think about the fact that you didn't want to TP up there. I presumed you did.
You wanna stack C?
Discard that from your playbook. Yeah, I think it's only good if you've got like Rebel control. Like if you go, yo, Raze, I'm gonna flash a lobby. Can you actually nade Rebel for me in case they TP across?
Blinding.
and then you can come up here, because if they're rubble, they're dying to a nade, and now you can play this angle on them as they come out. So yeah, you gotta like pair in some way, shape, or form. You don't have a raise though, and I think calling for the aftershock, it's not wide enough, so I probably wouldn't go up there. Although there is a Yoru play, like depending on how
30 seconds
7
left.
heads you are. Yoru actually is going for this. I don't think we paired it with him well. Where Yoru sends his TP here, and he tries to flash and pop the TP so he can peek around this corner as the flash pops. And if you tried to time that with him so that you TP'd up here right as he would peek here, then this guy Rebel is also not going to be looking at you.
Yep, see.
Cover going out.
Okay. I would take one step to your left.
Auto ready, auto ready.
Easy.
Spike down. C.
Here's my rule of thumb for playing rat smokes. SLIDT37B3103-OE2B-3C35. Thank you for the $25 gifted for Anima. Say less. Thank you very much. 120 hours gifted tier 3. Done. Okay. Back to the VOD.
30 seconds left. Thrifty.
Here's the rule of thumb. When you're ratting behind a smoke, the most likely areas to get spammed are the center and the edges. So you just take like one step and you're chilling. Because now anybody who's lining up a proper spam along the wall won't hit you. You just take like one step and it's just a marginal improvement.
Cover going out.
But if you're like the type to play rat on smokes like this, you should take that extra step so you don't get potentially pre-fired. It's just like little things like that.
Decoy.
Spike is here.
Behind.
This sounds really good from you. Smoke yourself. Do you see?
Behind.
Slap that bad boy down. Whoop, bam. Slap that shit down.
Nice, good job.
Smoking him's good too. I think this is Pokeball territory. So you know he's like bend. He's like here. I think you're smoking off just him peeking you. I think you can actually use the Pokeball technique, which is I choose you, Gecko, and you smoke Gecko off. Because if you put yourself in Gecko's shoes, you feel like incredibly claustrophobic now. Because you know that there's threats on both sides.
Cover going out.
And it's like, what are you going to do? You could peek out here and expose to all of this. And this guy who could be walked up on you. You could peek out here and be exposed to even top sight now. The Pokeball's not always good, but it's very good in scenarios like this, especially when you need to close the gap. Like the example I gave this other time was the player was logs, and if you smoked them off, like how do you peek out of this, you know? Because you're exposed to B main, CT, stairs, lever, and so you just Pokeball them and you just walk up and spam them to death. And I think you can do very similar here. So this smoke you're throwing, I think actually gives him the duel against Jet. Do you see? They get to duel Jet, and if they win that, now they're like pretty comfortable to 1v1 you. So if you just capture him in your Pokeball, I think it makes it a lot more awkward for them, because it's really easy for Jet to play around this. Really easy for you to play around this. The only thing you have to be aware of is, can they peek back here? And the answer is no, not really. They'll die. So you just look here and you approach them, and it's probably better. Your Jet hits a crazy headshot though. So I'd say like the pattern that I'm seeing is you don't realize what your util looks like from the enemy POV. Does that make sense? Like, I think that's the pattern where you didn't identify the best way to play around this one way. You didn't identify like this smoke out here. Like this smoke is more awkward for them. You want to make your util the most annoying you can for the enemy to deal with. So you have to sort of know what it looks like for them.
I need your flash because I'm insta TP.
Yeah, I'm gonna flash like this.
Gonna stun and then flash.
Cutting through.
TTP.
Oh, this is free.
Nice.
Spike down A.
Yeah, so I actually wouldn't peek out wider than this. So I would peek there to try and get that trade, but now he's dead and I'd unswing again. I would not throw a one-way. We want them to fight us, at this point. So the thing is, people will like clear this and they'll clear this from lobby. Then they'll clear this. Okay. And then they'll like walk out. And I want you to have contact on them like here. So you swing, you trade the Yoru, and then come back and hold like here. And what that does is it enables Yoru to get free kills. Because they're going to be so far out that that's a flash zone for him. He can flash when you make contact. You farm more kills. If you hold it this way, Yoru actually can't even trade this. Yoru doesn't see this guy.
Nice.
Spike down A.
It's like, I get you. It's solo queue.
Oh, good.
One enemy remaining.
Jesus.
Oh, shit.
Dude just pushed
Good
him.
job.
Dude just pushed him.
No need maybe this round. Omen, you just stay behind. Ah, never mind, I'm just stay here.
Yep.
And not aggressive A. Nice. Stay alive, just stay alive. Nice. 4v5. Stay alive. I have full ability on retake.
Okay.
Omen TP on side.
Cutting through.
Spike planted.
Nice.
I'm multi, wait.
On top. Two here. One more. In the
Kill.
Kill him.
In city.
Oh, this is tough.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah. So if you want to be like the Giga Sweat, I'm just thinking through this retake. I'm thinking, I hear the Omen TP. I might smoke up here for the retake. You throw this flash, you come out. And if anybody's playing here, they're crying. They're super crying. And now let's pretend Omen is on that box. That's fine, because as you come out, spam a ton of bullets up there and then keep playing the retake. He might not be up there, but if he is, he's dead now. And you've removed all of the threats.
Last player standing.
So it's like, because you heard the Omen TP, like you're really aware of this option.
Spike planted.
And so I would just
On top.
smoke that, and then Gecko's dead and Omen's dead.
One more.
Kill him.
In city.
One enemy remaining.
City.
Last player standing.
Tough. This is really hard. Yeah.
Didn't say.
Omen is always TP.
No. It's breach flash.
Here.
To be clear, chat, I would never do that in the moment in game unless I'm grinding controller. Like, that play is sick, but I would not come up with it in the moment unless I'm playing like 5+ games a day of controller. It's really hard to identify stuff like that. Oh, yeah, perfect. No! Okay, you're better.
Ultimate is ready. Shadows traveling.
He's TP.
Yeah, I don't know where.
Are you not supposed to play that many a day? If you want to hit Radiant specifically, I do recommend like 5 a day.
Planted C.
Okay.
Spike planted.
Planted for
Radiant's not like the other ranks. It runs away from you.
One enemy
You
remaining.
have to catch up to it.
Last.
main, see
Wait,
main.
I'm smoking in the bomb.
Shadows traveling.
Any other rank, 2 a day is fine. JPC's gonna hit Immortal playing 2 a day to prove that. But I told him like explicitly, we're not gonna hit Radiant though, unless he's down to play more.
They're gonna. No.
Cover going out.
One on B.
Noah Show, thank you so much for the 5-month Prime.
They might be going B now.
Going out.
You think he could hit Radiant? Yes, I think anybody can hit Radiant if they can play 5 games a day and they can do a mechanics routine. Wow, you guys shit on. Okay, you should be crouch holding and spraying when they peek you. Because you're in the off angle and you're vertically lower. So crouching brings your head even further from their crosshair. And this will be covered actually in my updated gunfight hygiene video. But the point is you're playing to get traded right now. And so you just want to do maximum DPS. So you're just going to crouch spray, kill this kid. And you're just going to hold down the spray button in case anybody else runs out to trade her.
On B. Nice. One more.
Like, see, there's your trade. I mean, he traded the wrong guy.
I'm
But
low HP, Reina too low.
Oh, can you?
One heaven.
Spike planted.
what the hell?
One. Phase.
Then you win the round?
I'm not
I
gonna
don't know.
flash. They're not here.
The gunfight hygiene video coming out before or after the ping video? I couldn't tell you.
Cover going out.
I have severe ADHD. Damn. That's tough.
I'm not blind, dude. What? Nice.
Yeah, I mean, your C retakes are winning every round, so I'm not really complaining.
Ding.
Oh, this is tough.
Ding.
Кидал его.
Now I'm complaining. Oh, we got an op and a sentinel. Never
Киллджой, ты
mind.
можешь, блядь, на Б не стоять? Скажите этому уёбищу, еба...
Cover going out.
Блядь, уёбищ.
Damn, they killed our dudes.
Okay.
Shadows traveling. Stealing sight.
God, you're so cool.
One more. Try.
I have no complaints about that round. These past few rounds are chill.
Side.
Cover going out.
Nobody here.
Okay. Now we're in disagreement. So I get that C has been a problem. But we're playing Omen, Yoru, and Killjoy utility, and Yoru teleport is back to C. I'm not a fan. I think it's too much.
Nice.
Cover going out.
I think we got really lucky that Jack got an early op pick there.
Here.
I'm flash for you? No.
Yeah. So it looks like you do win this round from the timeline, but just look at your statistics right now. This is what you opted into by playing strong side on C. Wow, you win this round? They throw.
Let's see. No. Fuck. Go.
Damn. Yeah, now this is way better. Now I'm down for you to be C.
Shadows traveling.
Nobody here. Might be B. Might be B. B out.
Face your fear.
Oh, hell yeah. What? Lucky son of a bitch. That happens. We had many rounds that we could have impacted the outcome in better ways. There were at least 2 on attack, which could have been enough to make this a 13-11. If you watch my initiator climb to Radiant, you'll notice this. It's all about how well you can recognize individual mistakes that you made that could be fixed to win even one more round in a game you played. So for example, I grinded yesterday and yeah, I went up in elo and I played really well, but this 30 bomb fracture game in particular, I should have won because I made individual mistakes. Now, did I have bad teammates? Yup. But I'm not going to blame them, even though they sucked, because I had 2 rounds. I know round 26 is one of them, where I peeked into 3. And then there was a round where I fought a stinger drop without using my flash. I think it was on attack. I think it was round 15. But these 2 rounds were my bad. I could have impacted the result of this game. I could have swayed it by 2, you know? And it's all just about individual play. So here you could have swayed this game likely just by noticing that they have op money and by waiting 2 seconds to push A. Just those 2 things might have made this game a win. More 3. So I like to think of it in terms of round differential. So I don't look at this. I don't go, oh, I went 4 and 3 yesterday. It's lit. I look at this and I add up the rounds. And so let's do the math. 18, 22, 35, 48, 61, 74. Then we'll count up the losses. 9, 17, 23, 36, 49, and then 65. So yesterday I went 74 and 65, which is good. You know, I won 9 more rounds than I lost. But that could be better. That could be better. Even if it's still 4-3, but if, for example, I took 5 of those rounds and put them here, this is a lot more RR. A lot more RR. If you convert more rounds on average over time. So hitting Radiant is less about game win rates and more about round conversions. So making your losses as close as they can be. So the more your losses trend towards 11-13 and the more your wins trend towards 13-0, the better. You want to win harder and you want to lose less. And then the really close games like these, you want to win all of them. And that's how you hit Radiant. So focus points, attack, establish a few more creative Omen plays per map per site. Highly recommend Charlatan for Omen plays. Do general. Always consider economic disadvantage rounds to be a loss. Play the round like you have nothing to lose. because you do. Ooh. Defense. Defense looked mostly good. I think retakes are your biggest. It can be more creative. So similar to attack, retakes can involve more creative utility usage. Then I would just say we're a little lazy on pre-round routine. I'd recommend you find a way to consistently check enemy ult's economy and make simple calls off of that every round. Thank you for the VOD, my roll. Good luck on the climb to Radiant. Apple, thank you for the 4 months. Is that the last VOD review? That was the first VOD review. If you have a VOD you'd like to get it reviewed, head over to the Discord at discord.gg/woohoojin and click the enter raffle button on the VOD review raffle box. If you're thinking, Woohoojin, why can't I enter? I can't click the button. Well, that's because you got to read all the rules in the VOD review rules and requirements channel. Then you have to record a VOD that follows all of those rules and you have to submit it. The VOD submissions channel, where then it's got to get approved by my moderation team that will make sure that you did follow the aforementioned rules that you totally agreed to read. If you break any of the rules, especially the ones that are really obviously outlined, we will just ban you from submitting VODs, potentially forever. Because, like, for example, let's pretend you submitted a Reyna VOD, which is very clearly outlined as unallowed. We would just ban you from submitting VODs forever, because that's very obvious. That's in the rules right there. It couldn't be more clear. So if you break a rule that's very clearly defined, that's on you. So please read the rules first. We get a lot of submissions that are just bogus and break the rules very clearly, and then you pretend like you knew that you broke the rules in hindsight, and you make a mod mail ticket and you're like, oh, but actually I didn't play 10 games in the past 2 weeks because I have a medical condition, and why are you discriminating against me? And then we're like, we're not discriminating against you. You never said that before you submitted. You just submitted a VOD that broke the rules, and now you're asking for an exception. No. Don't be that guy. Anyways, we're going to take 3 minutes right now to be mindful. I'm going to start the timer. It's going to appear in the top right. And while the raffle's going, I challenge everybody in chat not to look at your phone, not to alt tab from the stream, and just to sit there for a whole 180 seconds with your thoughts. It's really healthy for your mind. In this day and age, we have way too much stimulation for our brains. So just sit there, please. 3 minutes. I'll tell you when the time's up. You're not going to do that? That's fine. I'll see you in a week.